Apple Store is the Nextdoor Radio app. Anywhere you want to go, you can take Nextdoor with you. All the local talk programs, all local sports, and a great mix of 70s, 80s classic rock, you can now take anywhere you want to go by download the Nextdoor Radio app today. Available Google and Apple stores. The Smithsonian has arrived to Granville County. The Granville Museum is one of 6 host sites in North Carolina for Crossroads Change in Rural America. The Crossroads exhibit will be here from December 6th through January 19th. The museum is open Tuesday through Friday, 10 a.m. to 4 p.m. For weekend hours and a list of programs, visit www.granvillemuseumnc.org. Crossroads Change in Rural America is part of Museum on Main Street, a collaboration between the Smithsonian Institution and North Carolina Humanities Councils nationwide. Support for Museum on Main Street has been provided by the United States Congress. The holiday season is here. Let McCormick Creation Gifts and More be your go-to for your custom gift boxes. Shop personalized and custom gift boxes for employees, clients, friends, and family. Located inside Triangle Town Center in Raleigh, North Carolina, across from T-Mobile. McCormick Creations open every day for your gift-giving needs. Check us out at www.mccormickcreations.com. Again, that's www.mccormickcreations.com.
Serving historic downtown Oxford, North Carolina and surrounding areas. Graphic design, branding and logo design packages, custom invitation design, screen printing, web design packages, and more. Wilkeson Creative Company's goal is to bring surrounding areas into the digital age of marketing and make local businesses thrive with our innovative design offerings. Visit wilkesoncreativeco.com for more information or call today at 919-693-4622 to see your business grow.
Hey, good morning. Welcome to Just Shaggin' right here on Nextdoor Radio, nextdoorradio.com, and the Nextdoor Radio app. My name is Trey Stein. Hope you're having a beautiful day. It's time for Just Shaggin'. Play a little new, a little old, and everything in between right here on Nextdoor Radio, nextdoorradio.com, the Nextdoor Radio app. You ready? Here we go.
Crash up on the shore while the bikers tear it up on the streets. Now the Carolina girls walk by and all the boys start to race. And if you never been to the boardwalk, baby, let me give you a taste. When the sun comes up on the water, I wanna see him. When the nightlife opens up, I'm gonna get free. Friday's coming up, gonna go off the deep end. 'Cause it's good to be in Carolina for the weekend. Down to Myrtle, honey, take a ride on the Skywheel. And if you're gonna surf up to Wilmington, well, you better bring a rod and a reel. And if you go to Carolina Beach, don't forget to take your Jeep. And at Sunset Beach, a little kindred spirit's all you're gonna need. When the sun comes up on the water, I wanna see it. When the nightlife opens up, I'm gonna get free. Friday's coming up, gonna go off the deep end. 'Cause it's good to be in Carolina for the weekend. ocean, ah, that's a big old pier. And Myrtle Broadway's on the beach. And before you leave, come to Peach's Corner. If you're lucky, you can sit next to me. Now the sound of the Embers, Band of Oz, and the Tams is starting to mix up in the air. Grab an ice cold drink and pull up a chair. Let me take you there. When the sun comes up on the water, I wanna see him. When the nightlife opens up, I'm gonna get free. Oh, Friday's coming, I'm gonna go from the deep end. 'Cause it's good to be in Carolina for the weekend. I said it's good to be in Carolina for the weekend.
Bantam Rooster, Carolina for the weekend. My name is Trace Nine. You're tuned in to Just Shaggin' here on Nextdoor Radio, nextdoorradio.com, and the Nextdoor Radio app. Our phone number brought to you by Carlick Outfitters located in Henderson, North Carolina, 919-618-9258. Again, 919-618-9258. Something you want to hear? Give us a call. We'd love to hear from you. Or you can download the app available by Google and Apple Store, and you can do a request there as well. Coming up next, here's the Band of Oz, Shama-Lama Ding Dong.
Lama ding dong. Hey, yeah, you put the ooh, my, back into my smile, child. Hey, yeah, that is why you are my sugar daddy.
Yeah.
If I searched this whole wide world, I never find me a girl who loves me the way that you do. 'Cause you're my Shama-Lama baby, Lama ding dong. Hey, yeah, you put the back into my smile, child. Hey, yeah, that is why you are my sugar daddy. Now you're my Shama-Lama, Lama ding dong. Hey, yeah, you put the back into my smile, child. Oh, yeah, that is why you are my sugar daddy. And I love this love we share. It's stronger than the others. No one else can compare. It's stronger than the highest mountains or the deepest sea. And you're my Shama-Lama baby, Lama ding dong. Hey, yeah, you put the back into my smile, child. Oh, yeah, that is why you are my sugar daddy. And you're my Shama-Lama baby, Lama ding dong. Hey, yeah, you put the back into my smile, child. I wanna say that is why you are my sugar daddy. sugar-da-da-dum. And you're my shabba-labba baby, rabba-labba ding-dong. Oh, yeah, you put the back into the smile child. I wanna see that is why you are my sugar-da-da-dum. Well, you're my shabba-labba baby, rabba-labba ding-dong.
The way you jerk, the way you do that twine.
You're too much, baby. I like to make you mine, oh girl.
And after the dance, I wanna take you home. Oh yeah.
So don't fight it, girl. Baby, you got to feel it, feel it.
Drink up, have ourselves a ball. Drink up, we're ballin', that ain't all. After this gin, we're hopping down, move out to another spot in town. So drink up, let's have ourselves a ball. Well, I know we can't drink all this whiskey, but that's what we'll try to do. We drink so much, we get sober.
we'll start on over new. We'll sing and dance and tell of things. Well, baby, that ain't all. Drink up, have ourselves a ball. Well, when the sun comes up in the morning, we'll be on our last go round. We'll close up all those after-hour joints. Our heads will be spinning round. We'll eat and sleep until night creeps, and out of our beds we're thrown. So drink up, let's have ourselves a ball. Drink up. Drink up. Everybody have a kitchen, a bucket or a cup. We got a lot of liquor, we gotta drink up. Nobody here can drink as much as me. Let's have a ball because the drinks are free. After this gin, we have to down. Move out to another spot in town. So drink up. Let's have ourselves a ball. Oh, when the sun comes up in the morning, we'll be on the last go round. Close up all those after-hour joints. Our heads will be spinning round. We'll eat and sleep until night creeps, and out of our beds we'll crawl. So drink up, let's have ourselves a ball. Take a taste, and then a sip, another shot, and then a nip. One more dram just to wet your lips. Drink up, let's have a ball.
You tuned in to Just Shaggy, Just Sir, the big time party band with Drink Up. We got the chairman of the board with Gone Fish, and we'll take a break right after that. Listen to the Granville County Chamber of Commerce in 60 seconds with local news.
Everybody wants me to be what they want me to be. But I can't be nobody else but me. Yeah. I'm sick and tired of trying to please everyone else. I'm gonna take me some time, steal away and please myself. I'm gonna walk away and won't look back. If anybody asks where I'm at, gone fishing, waste some time, gone fishing, leave my troubles behind, gone fishing, rest my mind. If I don't get away, I'm gonna lose my mind. Price is too high, my money is low. My friend who asked me for a loan ain't my friend no more. Yeah. What's the use in worrying about things you can't do nothing about? Be happy, go lucky, time will work it out. I'm gonna lock my doors and close my blinds. In my window, I'm gonna leave a sign.
Hey, we made it easy for you here on Next Door Radio and nextdoorradio.com. Available now by way of the Google and Apple Store is the Next Door Radio app. Anywhere you want to go, you can take Next Door with you. The local talk programs, all local sports, and a great mix of 70s, 80s, classic rock, you can now take anywhere you want to go by download the Next Door Radio app today. Available Google and Apple stores.
It's time for the Granville County Chamber Minute on Next Door Radio, brought to you by Lewis Electric, The Hub on Main, Huntsboro Hemp Company, LRJ Coaching and Business Solutions, and Plumpy's Deli. Today is Wednesday, which means it's Workforce Wednesdays. Is your company hiring? As a Chamber member benefit, send your job openings to us and we will share. Chamber member companies currently hiring and participating in Workforce Wednesdays are Deal Air Product Controls, the Henderson Family YMCA, Bridgestone Bandag, Certainteed, Plastic Ingenuity, Dr. Robert Curran's office, Gate Precast, Revlon, Lewis Electric of Oxford, Whitco Termite and Pest Control, Clayton Homes Oxford, ST Owen Electric, Huff Consulting, Masonic Home for Children at Oxford, Spectrum Medical Solutions, and BFS Industries. For more information, visit the Chamber's Facebook page. This has been the Granville County Chamber Minute on Next Door Radio, brought to you by Lewis Electric, The Hub on Main, Huntsboro Hemp Company, LRJ Coaching and Business Solutions, and Plumpy's Deli.
Teams are most productive when they are offered support from various aspects, including leaders in the organizations. Having the right access to acquired resources is a significant contributor to a team's success. More inspirational quotes from LRJ Coaching and Business Solutions, LLC at lindajordan.com. Make sure to follow them on social media today. That's LRJ Coaching and Business Solutions, LLC, www.lindajordan.com. Lewis Electric has been in business for over 53 years. It is a third-generation, family-owned business. Lewis Electric always strives to complete their projects on time. Will help any way possible with your budget. They work in a multitude of areas in the electrical field, focusing on commercial, industrial, municipalities, and more. Call them today so they can help you get your project completed on time and on budget. 919-693-6615. They're located in Oxford at 912 Williamsburg Street. Lewis Electric is your local electrician here for you.
This is the latest news headlines in 60 seconds with Alan Edwards.
Sam Bankman-Fried, indicted in the Bahamas courtroom on Tuesday, said that he would fight extradition to the United States hours after the U.S. prosecutors accused the founder and former CEO of FTX of fraud and violating campaign finance laws. The Biden administration is finalizing plans to send a Patriot missile defense system to Ukraine, according to 2 U.S. officials and a senior administration official.
The Pentagon's plan still needs to be approved by Defense Secretary Lloyd Austin.
For the first time in history, U.S. scientists at the National Ignition Facility successfully produced a nuclear fusion reaction, resulting in a net energy gain. Elon Musk's Twitter has dissolved its Trust and Safety Council, the advisory group of nearly 100 independent civil, human rights, and other organizations. That's the latest headlines in 60 seconds. I'm Alan Edwards.
Next Door Radio, your online next door neighbor.
Somebody that likes all the same things you do. Somebody who can make you or break you anytime they want to. I met her at a red light, love at first sight. Can this be true? She's good for me, yeah, she told me I was good for her too. Now I don't want to jump into anything. I've been trying to use some self-restraint. But man, it's amazing. She's the same kind of crazy as me. It's getting hard to use a ladder cause I keep climbing down just to kiss her. And if she's out on my side for a minute or two, I start to miss her. We stay all tangled up in each other's arms, and it's so nice. She talks talks in her sleep, but she always gets my name right. If there's anything at all that's wrong with her, it's something I just can't see. Ain't no doubt about it, she's the same kind of crazy as me. Wild, wild night, chasing each other through the moonlight. My, I got something right. 'Cause every little offbeat move just suits me to a T. There ain't no doubt about it, she's the same kind of crazy as me. Wild, wild nights, we're chasing each other through the moonlight. My, I finally got something right. 'Cause every little offbeat move she makes just suits me to a T. There ain't no doubt about it, she's the same kind of crazy as me. You know what I'm saying? She's the same kind of crazy as me. Oh yeah. Over there's an empty chair, baby, where you used to sit and talk to me, girl. I can't believe after all the time we shared that you're not still sitting there loving me. I know they say that time heals everything, but up till now, you know, it's been a strain. 'Cause I've had long days and lonely nights, broken dreams and lots of fights with myself. But I ain't giving up yet, 'cause I have loved you for way too long. Being apart, baby, know what's wrong. Oh, so wrong. If I done bought you flowers, oh, at least a couple times a year, I know you might have saw things just a little more clear. But even though I didn't do all the things I could, I know that deep down in my heart that I really should. Since you walked out of that door, well, I don't know me anymore. I've had long days and lonely nights, broken dreams and lots of fights with myself. But I ain't giving up yet, 'cause I have loved you for way too long. Being apart, baby, you know what's wrong. Oh, so wrong.
days and lonely nights, broken dreams and lots of fights with myself. But I ain't giving up yet, 'cause I have loved you for way too long. Being apart, baby, you know what's wrong. Oh, so wrong. Oh, there's an empty chair, baby.
That's Empty Chair by the Tones featuring Eric Morris. My name is Trace Knight. Thank you so much for being a part of our program here this morning. 11:36. I'm going to get my time right before you know it. 11:36 here in the studios of Next Door Radio. Phone line brought to you by Car Lake Outfitters, located in Henderson, North Carolina, 919-618-9258. Right now, 40 degrees and cloudy, and it feels a lot colder than that. Of course, you can stay indoors and work, home, whatever you are in your business. You can tune in to Just Shaggin' all day or until 1 o'clock. Coming up at 1 o'clock is our Tailgate Sports Show. My good friend and Brandon White will be joining me like he does every single Wednesday. That begins at 1 p.m. today. Coming up next, here are the entertainers in the summer moonlight.
It was on a night like this many years ago. You were only 17 and I was only 1 year older. We were dancing on the pier and we held each other tight. We had our first kiss and it felt oh so right. And the world stood still under the stars that night. And the love was real between you and I. In the summer moonlight, the summer moonlight. Fell in love in the summer moonlight. It was many years ago when we first met, but in our hearts we know we haven't seen the best years yet. 'Cause I can feel the summer breeze from the ocean below. I see the moonlight in your eyes, and girl, you know I love you so. 'Cause the world stood still under the stars tonight, and the love was real between you and I. In the summer moonlight, the summer moonlight. Still in love in the summer moonlight. Stars tonight, and the love was real between you and I. In the summer moonlight, in the summer moonlight. We're still in love in the summer moonlight, summer moonlight. Fell in love, still in love. Fell in love in the summer moonlight. Now you know, baby, that's been such a long, long time. Since we've been out on the town, let's go out and have ourselves a real good time. Is that all right? Let's go dancing, just me and you. Hey, yeah. Ooh, yeah, baby. Baby, that's all I wanna do, girl. Now slide on your shoe and that pretty red dress too. You see, I wanna dance the night away with you. Now hurry, baby. Now it can't be late. I got to get there, darling. I can't wait. Let's go dancing all night long. Just me and you. Let's go dancing, baby. That's all I wanna do, girl. Is dance with you. Yeah. That's all I wanna do, girl. Is dance with you. Now listen, don't you worry, baby. Our friend will be there. If we miss a step, they won't even care. Don't you be afraid. Want you to let your hair down. I like the way you move your body. Woo, girl, you get down. Girl, the way you move gets me so excited. Trying to deal with the emotions. God, just keep right. Come on. That's all I wanna do, girl. Is dance with you. Come on. Yeah. Put on your dancing shoes. Come on, girl. Don't you worry, babe. Our friend will be there. If we miss a step, they won't even care. That's all I wanna do, girl. Is dance with you. Please, baby. Yeah. Woo, baby. Oh. Said I like the way you do your thing, girl. Well, come on. Ooh, baby. Yeah. Listen. Now put on your dancing shoes and come out on the floor. I wanna see you move your body, do it some more. Oh, come on, yeah. Please let me have this last dance. Listen, please, Mr. DJ, play that song for me. Yeah. So me and my blood, oh yeah. So me and my baby can do like we used to do. Come out on the floor and let me see you move. I wanna see you move your body down and move. Come on, yeah. That's all I wanna do, girl. Is dance with you. Come on, baby, yeah. That's all I wanna do, baby. Yeah, said I wanna dance with you, girl. All night long. Baby.
Donnie Ray, let's go dancing. You're tuned in to Just Shacking weekdays beginning at 11, goes to 1 p.m., followed by the Tailgate Sports Show. Brandon White will be joining me at the top of the 1 o'clock hour. for the Tailgate Sports Show. Hope you're having a great day. Our phone number brought to you by Car Lake Outfitters, 919-618-9258. They're located in Henderson, in the Henderson market area, right next to the movie theaters and Postal Plus. Hey, it is time for the quote of the day. You must learn to trust that there is a future waiting for you that is beyond what you might be able to grasp at this present moment. Power of Positivity, and that's powerpositivity.com. Again, my name is Trace Knight. You just heard Donnie Ray. Let's go dancing right now. The Traveling Blues Band. My baby just loves to shag.
Trying to get the feeling right with the mighty lady down at the bar. We were drinking wine, whiskey, and getting kind of frisky, smoking on some fine cigars. That's when the band started playing, my baby started to sway and made her way out to the dance floor. She was doing the dip, started shaking her hip, and everybody wanted more. See, my baby just loves to share. My baby just loves to share. When the band gets to moving, my baby gets to moving. My baby just loves to share. Well, it didn't take long before we got out of there and made our way down to the pier. We were listening to the waves and talking about day and having us some ice cold beer. Down on the sand there was a rockin' beach band, started playing our favorite tune. Well, my baby made some eyes before I realized we were shagging down behind the dunes. 'Cause my baby just loves to share. My baby just loves to share. When the band gets to grooving, my baby gets to moving. My baby just loves to share. Me early in the morning or the middle of the night, as long as that groove is feeling right. No, I don't mean to boast, no, I don't mean to brag, but I love that my baby loves to share. My baby just loves to share. My baby just loves to share. When the band gets to moving, my baby gets to moving. My baby just loves to share. You see, my baby just loves to share. My baby just loves to share. When the band gets to moving, my baby gets to moving. My baby just loves to share.
Hey, everybody, this is Pat.
And this is Babs.
Hey, we thank you for tuning in to nextdoorradio.com. And we got something we want to remind you about.
Yes, we hope you'll join us every Sunday at 2 o'clock at nextdoorradio.com for Dancing with My Baby with Pat Christie and Nana Babs.
Yeah, we are playing some of the best of Carolina beach music and
some rhythm and blues.
There you go. So thank you and tune in.
Bye.
From scary to merry, the oh-so-fun Granville Haunt Farm is now set up as the Granville Christmas Farm. From now until the new year, you can experience this incredible drive-through Christmas light show. Visit their website for more information and tickets. You can head over to www.granvillechristmasfarm.com. Again, granvillechristmasfarm.com.
The holiday season is here upon us, and downtown Oxford is busting with all kinds of great stores for you to do your local holiday shopping. Now, we know the road closures have made it difficult to get to our stores, but no worries. You can still park and get in those extra steps and hop into your favorite stores where you can find all of your Christmas gifts right here in downtown Oxford. I'm Susan Cruz, and I'm a member of the board of the Downtown Oxford Economic Development Commission, and we are proud sponsors
Next Door Radio,
of Downtown
your
Oxford.
online next door neighbor.
Look how good she looks in that Carolina tan. She's got everything I want laying in the sand. Ain't it good to know when we go home, she'll be holding my own hand. Look how good she looks, Carolina tan. I've seen everything there is in this world to see. Every ocean, every mountain, every star and eternity. There's one thing that I see, it means more than the world to me. Look how good she looks in that Carolina tan. She's got everything I want laying in the sand. Ain't it good to know when we go home, she'll be holding my own hand. Look how good she looks, Carolina tan. I don't need no money, don't need no fortune and fame. In the sunshine, in the morning, in the pouring rain. Anywhere, anytime, just as long as I know you're mine. Look how good she looks in that Carolina tan. She's got everything I want laying in the sand. Ain't it good to know when we go home, she'll be holding my own hand. Look how good she looks, Carolina tan. She's watching the tide roll in, feel the softest sand on the skin. Something else occupies my mind. Later get to see all of those tan lines. Now, baby, let me take it nice and slow. You hide just enough to take my mind where it wants to go. Later on, I'll get you home, take you on a trip of my own. Look how good she looks in that Carolina tan. She's got everything I want laying in the sand. Look how good she looks. Look how good she looks. Look how good she looks.
up to me the other day and said, Hammer, they told me you had moved to Chicago. I said, what? Man, people's always spread rumors. But let me straighten the rumors. I ain't leaving Mississippi. Mississippi is my home. If you think I'm gonna leave Mississippi, you might as well leave me alone. Now, I was born in the desert, not too far from Clarksdale. I was raised up on hog, cornbread and turnip greens. I got my first piece of coochie in the middle of a cotton field. I had my first corn whiskey straight from my granddad's steel. And I ain't leaving Mississippi. Mississippi is my home. If you think I'm gonna leave Mississippi, you might as well leave me alone. Mississippi got some big booty women in every corner of the state. They got some loving so good, you ain't gonna wanna wait. They specialize in big old hips and big old thighs. They can put something on you so good, a man can't help but to cry. And I ain't leaving Mississippi. Mississippi is my home. If you think I'm gonna leave Mississippi, you might as well leave me alone. Some people say I'm stubborn, but I don't care. You can do what you wanna do, but I ain't going nowhere. I ain't leaving Mississippi. Mississippi is my home. If you think I'm gonna leave Mississippi, you might as well leave me alone. Now you can travel all over the world and have a whole lot of thrill. But if you ever come looking for me, I'll be right down in these hills. I ain't leaving Mississippi. Mississippi is my home. If you think I'm gonna leave Mississippi, you might as well leave me alone. Now Mississippi got some valleys so low, they got some hills so high. They got some places in the Delta you can hide from the FBI. Now Mississippi got some soul food that'll make you smile. You ain't never had no soul food until you had a Mississippi style. And I ain't leaving Mississippi. Mississippi is my home. If you think I'm gonna leave Mississippi, you might as well leave me alone. Now if you're looking for some action, you can find it down in Jackson. If you want to play some hair, you can go right down to Clarksdale. If you want to party in a juke joint, just come on down to Fried Court. And if you want to have a ball, go to Greenwood, to any hole in the wall. And I ain't leaving Mississippi. Mississippi is my home. If you think car and I felt like the king of the world. That ragtop Chevy really made me feel alive. Now I'm on my way to find my girl. No particular place to go, I just wanna ride. Baby, it was you and me, so happy, so young and free, cruising down Highway 17 in my 64. Every song was great, coming from the radio. Back when writers wrote with soul, the singers could really sing. Look at every curve there was along the coast. Who was right? Prettiest girl I'd ever seen. Baby, it was you and me, so happy, so young and free, cruising down Highway 17 in my 64. Now there's an evening star rising up above. First star, first car, first girl, first date, first time I fell in love. Baby, it was you and me, so happy, so young and free, cruising down Highway 17 in my 64. Baby, it was you and me, we were so happy, so young and free, cruising down Highway 17 in my 64. I've been a bad boy, now I wanna come back home. I've been a bad boy, now I wanna come back home. I admit that I was messing around, playing macho man and being cool. But all along you knew right from the start, she was just playing me for a fool. Now that the love affair is over, here I come running to you. Go ahead, girl, and punish me, 'cause I deserve to be hurt too. I've been a bad boy, now I wanna come back home. I've been a bad boy, now I wanna come back home. I don't know what came over me. Let my friends tell me what to do. But I swear it'll never happen again. Your love's too valuable to lose. I know it's hard to forgive me,
I acted like a spoiled brat. Soon as the other woman left me, I had the nerve to come running back. I've been a bad boy, now I wanna come back home. I know I've done wrong, been a bad boy, now I wanna come back home, where I belong. I do the dishes, baby. Now I got to be punished. Come on, spank me, hook me, let me come back home. Break out the leather, baby. Spank me, hook me, let me come back home, where I belong. I was just so young, but I am a man now, baby. I'm a whole lot more mature. Now I know how to treat a lady. We've been together for so long, girl. Give me one more chance. Never again will I do wrong. Oh, I've been a bad boy, now I wanna come back home. Please let me in. I've been a bad boy, now you let me come back home. I'll never do it again. Spank me, hook me, let me come back home. Break out the leather, baby. Spank me, hook me, let me come back home. Hurt me if you want to. If you let me come back home. I do the dishes, baby. Please, honey, let me come back home.
And that's Gary Louder and the Smoking Hot Band with Bad Boy here on Just Shaggin'. Hope you're having a great day. Again, our phone line brought to you by Car Lake Outfitters, located in Henderson, North Carolina, right next door to the Postal Plus and the movie theaters there in Henderson, North Carolina. Our phone number, 919-618-9258, 919-618-9258. 41 degrees, so again, a little bit warmer, but still, what I like to say, freezing cold here in beautiful downtown Oxford. Hope you're having a great day. Hope you're inside, should you say. But right now, here's Got the Rhythm. Here's Too Much Sylvia.
In my soul, all I wanna do is dance. Got the rhythm in my soul. All I wanna do is dance. Got the rhythm in my soul. There was a jukebox at the corner cafe. We used to go down there every day. Put a nickel in the slot and the songs that were high. Kids loved to sing and sway. There was a Motown sound and the Memphis Soul too. Songs that made us wanna move. Those days are frozen in time, but in the back of our minds, feeling that we'll never lose. Don't you know that I got the rhythm in my soul? All I wanna do is dance. Got the rhythm in my soul. Rhythm. When I turned 16, I went and bought me a car. It was a brand new used Chevrolet. Had an AM radio in the center console to hear all the tunes that the DJ would play. There was a Motown sound and the Memphis Soul too. Songs that made us wanna move. Go to hear a live band, it was more than we could stand. A feeling that we never lose. Don't you know that I got the rhythm in my soul? All I wanna do is dance.
was loud, playing a song that we knew. Got as close as we could to get the feeling once again, and everybody there felt it too. It was a Motown sound and the Memphis soul stew, song that made us want to move. In the middle of the crowd, we're all singing out loud, a feeling that we'll never lose. Don't you know that I got the rhythm in my soul? All I wanna do is dance to the rhythm. Yeah, got the rhythm in my soul. I can feel it. Can you feel it? I can feel the rhythm in my soul. All I wanna do is dance. Lay it down, lay it down. Got the rhythm in my soul. Let me feel it. Let me feel it. Oh yeah, got the rhythm in my soul. All I wanna do is dance. Got the rhythm in my soul. Woo!
This is the latest news headlines in 60 seconds with Alan Edwards.
Sam Bankman-Fried, indicted in the Bahamas courtroom on Tuesday, said that he would fight extradition to the United States hours after the U.S. prosecutors accused the founder and former CEO of FTX of fraud and violating campaign finance laws. The Biden administration is finalizing plans to send the Patriot missile defense system to Ukraine, according to 2 U.S. officials and a senior administration official.
The Pentagon's plan still needs to be approved by Defense Secretary Lloyd Austin.
For the first time in history, U.S. scientists at the National Ignition Facility successfully produced a nuclear fusion reaction, resulting in a net energy gain. Elon Musk's Twitter has dissolved its Trust and Safety Council, the advisory group of nearly 100 independent civil, human rights, and other organizations. That's the latest headlines in 60 seconds. I'm Alan Edwards.
Car Lake Outfitters has you covered this holiday season with Santa-approved gifts. For the ladies, Car Lake Outfitters has the popular Lake Girl apparel, Sherpa 1/4-zip pullovers, sweatshirts, hoodies, long sleeve tees, and hats in many styles and colors. The ladies will love the Greenwich Bay soaps and lotions, especially the very comfortable Hello Mellow loungewear. For the guys, Car Lake Outfitters has the largest selection of hats in the area, with over 400 to choose from. Combat Waterfowl, Los Wando, Low Country, East Coast Waterfowl, and Raised Right, to mention a few. For anyone on your list, pick up one of the Kanga Iceless Coolers. Keeps your beverage cold for up to 7 hours with no ice. Choose from the new backpack, the pouch, 12 and 24 case mates. Let's not forget the Car Lake branded shirts, sweatshirts, mugs, and signs. Car Lake Outfitters, a fun place to shop this holiday season. Open 9 a.m. to 6 p.m. Monday through Friday, and Saturday 9 a.m. to 1 p.m. Located at 993 South Beckford Drive in Henderson at the Marketplace Shopping Center next to Postal Plus. This holiday season, shop Car Lake Outfitters, the laid-back, casual lifestyle.
Hey, this is Jim Quick. Join me on Next Door Radio every Sunday at 3 o'clock for the Swamp Soul Show, an eclectic blend of rhythm and blues, Americana, and neo soul. All brand new stuff, but it fits perfectly right here on the Carolina dance floor. Contact me. Tell me what you think at jimquick@swampsoul.com or call me toll free at 1-877-JIM-QUICK. The Swamp Soul Show, Sundays at 3 o'clock on Next Door Radio and nextdoorradio.com.
Screen door slam, slow and low. Thank you, man. I think I have one more rock and roll. Heavy on the pole. Turn on the jukebox, put the sawdust on the floor. Now make it bitter, or make it sweet, a twist of lemon, a squeeze of tangerine, soft rock candy, honey rose the mold. Let me grab my baby, put the sawdust on the floor. Buzzing and swinging, buzzing and swinging, sipping and swaying, while the walking bass is playing. Buzzing and swinging, put the sawdust on the floor. Bobby Blue Bland, cinnamon clove, shaky man, take a half one more rock and ride, make it heavy on the pole. Turn up the jukebox, put the sawdust on the floor. And now we're buzzing and swinging, buzzing and swinging, sipping and swaying, our broken bass is playing. Buzzing and swinging, put the sawdust on the floor. Yeah, we buzzing and swinging, buzzing and swinging, sipping and swaying, while the walking bass is playing. Buzzing and swinging, put the sawdust on the floor. Spin 'em around, spin 'em around.
Mississippi sun was setting. Walked inside and saw a man singing to the Lord. Watched him head on up to heaven. I go down to the river's edge. I'm rising up. I walk deep through that holy water. Rising up. I put one foot in front of the other. Nothing's gonna keep me down. I'm rising up. Rising up. Keep on rising. Only love can lead the way, lead us to a brighter day. When it comes down to push to the river's edge, I'm rising up. I'm walking through the holy water, rising up. I put one foot in front of the other. Nothing's gonna keep me down. I'm rising up. I'm rising up. Gonna keep rising up, y'all. Nothing's gonna keep me down. I'm gonna rise up. Lord, every day. Every day. Oh, yeah. Gonna keep on rising. Rising up. Oh, yeah. She looks good on paper, like the cover of a magazine. I highlight real emotion, making love to the silver screen. But she got wings like a devil's angel. She'll play you for the fool. She looks good on paper. No, 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 she don't look good on you. No, no. Ooh, picture perfect. Yeah, she just walked in. If look could talk, she'd be war and peace. You know that she's a 10. She got wings like a devil's angel. She played for the fool. She looks good on paper. No, she don't look good on you.
Baby, ain't nobody's baby.
No,
no. She got it going on, but she don't look good on you. She's your number 7. She's your number 1. Don't judge his book by its cover. She'll chew you up just for fun. But she got them wings like a devil's angel. She'll play you for the fool. And she looks good on paper. No, she don't look good. She don't look good. She don't look good on you. Baby, ain't nobody's baby. No. She got it going on. She don't look good on you. Baby, ain't nobody's baby now. Ain't nobody's baby. She got it going on, but she don't look good on you. Baby, ooh, no. She got it going on, but she don't look good on you. Baby, she got it going on, but she don't look good on you. Baby. Hey, Mr. Dream Merchant, everything depends on you. Oh, hey, Mr. Dream Merchant, bring her back to me and make my dreams come true. When I said goodbye to my love, I didn't mean to make her cry. I didn't realize that I loved her. Now I need her by my side. So hey, Mr. Dream Merchant, everything depends on you. Oh, hey, Mr. Dream Merchant, bring her back to me and make my dream come true. You should have told this fool to start with. You should have made this blind man see. I've got my pride back in my pocket. Oh, won't you bring her back to me? And hey, Mr. Dream Merchant, everything depends on you. Oh, hey, Mr. Dream Merchant, can't you see how much we really need each other? I'm no good alone. I really, really love her. Bring her back to me and make my dreams come true. I've got my pride back in my pocket. Oh, will you bring her back to me? And hey, Mr. Dream Merchant, everything depends on you. Oh, hey, Mr. Dream Merchant, can you make her see how much we need each other? I'm no good alone. dream merchant. Everything depends on you. Oh, hey, Mr. Dream Merchant, bring her back to me and make my dream come true. Hey, Mr. Dream Merchant.
We're having a party, Carolina style. Got the drinks on ice, fire up that grill. That summertime feeling, yeah, we can't stand still. Got the radio blasting, playing our favorite songs. Dancing your flip-flops to kick off your shoes. That old beach music makes us feel so good. We're having a party, Carolina style. Party Carolina style. Out in the mountains of China too. Down at the beach, we know what we got to do. Grab you a partner, hold on real tight. Just have a large time party all through the night. And we're having a party, yeah, Carolina style. Just a good old party, Carolina style. And we're having a party, yeah, Carolina style. Just a good old party, Carolina style. In the upstate and low country too. Along the Grand Strand, we know what we got to do. Grab you a partner now and hold on tight. Have a large time and party all night. Party with your baby all night long. Carolina style, baby, all night long. And we're having a party, yeah, Carolina style. Just a good old party.
It's time for the National Day Calendar, brought to you by Tim Bilbo with Keller Williams Platinum Realty Group.
Welcome to December 14th, 2022 in the National Day Calendar. Today we celebrate monkeying around and fancy fish stew.
Hey, do you like to get the party started? Do you want to make the holiday cheer last all year? Then just head over to nationaldaycalendar.com and pick up your own 2023 National Day printed calendar. It's filled with hundreds of reasons to celebrate every day. Get a jump start on the fun. Just go to nationaldaycalendar.com and pick up your own calendar. And if you enter promo code radio, you'll get 10% off.
On May 28, 1959, two of the greatest heroes of space travel returned to Earth after a 15-minute space flight. It may not sound like much, but it was the first time astronauts were able to survive a return trip from space. One was a monkey named Abel, and the other was Miss Baker. These brave little primates paved the way for space exploration by helping scientists to understand the physical stress of spaceflight. Unfortunately, Abel passed away only a few days later, but Miss Baker lived another 25 years. When When she passed away in 1984, over 300 people attended her funeral, paying tribute to her part in the history of spaceflight. On Monkey Day, we celebrate the primates who took the first steps to make mankind's giant leap possible.
If I say fish stew, you might say bleh. But if I say bouillabaisse, you might just get hungry. That's because the French have a knack for turning a handful of garden variety seafood ingredients into a culinary masterpiece. Bouillabaisse was a soup created by the fishermen of Marseille, who looked forward to a one-pot meal at the end of a long workday. Rather than using the more expensive fish in their haul, they gathered up the bonier fish and shellfish left over in the net, added garlic, wine, and fennel, and voila! A French classic that even Julia Child tried to master.
Formidable.
On National Bouillabaisse Day, cook up your own favorite fish and remember that one man's ew is another man's.
The secret is you pour in a whole bottle of wine and then sip off the remainder.
Save the liver!
That's how you do it. I'm Anna DeVere.
I'm Marlo Anderson.
Thanks for joining us as we celebrate every day.
Looking to buy or sell and relocate to that perfect home? Call Tim Bilbo with Keller Williams Platinum Realty at 984-288-8930. Each Keller Williams office is independently owned and operated. Tim will work extremely hard to sell your home for the maximum profit and then to get the best deal possible for each and every client. Put your buying and selling needs in the hands of Tim Bilbo at Keller Williams Platinum Realty at 984-288-8930. Call Tim Bilbo with Keller Williams Platinum Realty at 984-288-8930.
This Christmas season, Granville Hunt Farm goes from scary to merry and transforms into a winter wonderland as Granville Christmas Farm for our first ever drive-through Christmas light show. We're open every day from November 25th through January 1st from 5:30 p.m. until the last customer leaves. And visit us online at GranvilleChristmasFarm.com to buy your tickets now. Group rates are available and children ages 5 and under enter for free. Don't wait. Visit GranvilleChristmasFarm.com to give your family the gift of a Christmas light show.
Obviously, we're at the beginning of something. I don't expect you to know where it's gonna go, but I believe we might be on to something, and I just thought maybe you should know. I've been playing out a lot of hypotheticals in my mind. I've been writing your name down next to mine. Been imagining all the things you and I could do. I've seen all the possibilities in my dreams. You're alone when you should really be next to me. Baby, let's not wait and see. Immediate action isn't necessary. It's a fatal attraction, it's a little scary, but I got a plan of attack and I'll get us there someday soon. I know it. I got a plan A and I got a plan B, and if it's absolutely necessary, we'll go to plan C. Whatever I gotta do to be with you. I've been playing out a lot of hypotheticals in my mind. I've been writing your name down next to mine. Been imagining all the things you and I could do. I've seen all the possibilities in my dreams. Y'all don't know when you should really be next to me. Baby, let's not wait and see. Nobody can see into the future. Even the weatherman gets caught in the rain sometimes. But I see something in you that I've never seen before, and I can't be sure, no, maybe not, but I think it's worth a shot. Hypothetically, yes. Theoretically, forever. We'll see what happens, but I hope we will never be apart.
If you're gonna tell them everything, tell them I'm a good kisser. Tell them all the things you told me in your desperate whisper. If you're gonna tell them everything, don't leave out the good part. Tell them the way that you broke my heart when you told me that you missed her. Tell them I'm a good kisser. Tell them I'm a good kisser. You know I'm not proud of the thing that we did. Did it work out just the way that you wanted it? After it all, I stood up tall. I kept my mouth shut so you wouldn't fall. Now everybody's talking about me, 'cause you were dirty me up just to get yourself clean. Get yourself clean. If you're gonna tell them everything, tell them I'm a good kisser. Tell them all the things you told me in your desperate whisper. If you're gonna tell them everything, don't leave out the good part. Tell them the way that you broke my heart when you told me that you missed her. Tell them I'm a good kisser. Tell them I'm a good kisser. Tell them I'm a good kisser. Tell them I'm a good, not good. Tell them I'm a good kisser. Should I have been wasting my time on you at all? No. Should I have seen the proud man writing on the wall? Well, I've still got time. You've got your story, and you know I've got mine. Tell them I'm a good kisser. 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 Tell them I'm a good. I'm good. Tell them I'm a good kisser. Tell them I'm a good. Tell them I'm a good. Tell them I'm a good kisser.
The Lake Street Dive Band. If you've never heard of that group, I promise you, you're going to love everything that they've ever put out. You can search them on YouTube, social media, whatnot. But the Lake Street Dive, before that, you heard Hypothetical, and then there is Good Kisser. I absolutely love this new group, the Lake Street Dive Band. Again, my name is Trace Nine on behalf of Just Shagging. Coming up at 1 o'clock is our Tailgate Sports Show. My good friend and Brandon White will be joining us here at the top of the hour by way of our phone line, brought to you by Car Lake Outfitters, located in Henderson. Again, my name is Trace Nine. Hope you're having a good day. 42 degrees. Stay strong in the 40s here. Right now, a little Lisa Hudson for you.
I'm ready to get back. I'm ready to spread my wings and fly. I wanna go somewhere where the good times never die. Where we end up is fine with me. As long as I'm with you, that's
to end. Sunny days are here again. We can chill by the ocean, take a ride through the mountains and breathe in the air, catch up with old friends, do whatever we want without a care. Where we end up is fine with me, as long as I'm with you. That's where I wanna be. Sunny days are here again. The sun shines brighter than it's ever been. The bluest skies that never seem to end. Sunny days are here again. Where we end up is fine with me, as long as I'm with you. That's where I wanna be. Sunny days are here again. The sun shines brighter than it's ever been. The bluest skies that never seem to end. Sunny days are here again. The sun shines brighter than it's ever been. The bluest skies that never seem to end. Sunny days are here again. Oh, those sunny days are here again. Sunny days are here again. Sunny days are here again. Oh, those sunny days. Along in the park, holding hands and making plans on a summer night, watching the moon high above, see the stars lighting up the sky. I'm ready for love. A believer out of me. You opened up my eyes, and now I see. Oh, you made a believer out of me. You took the dream I had and made it a reality. Oh, how wonderful love. believer. Out of me, you opened up my eyes, and now I see just how wonderful love is. You made a believer out of me. You took a dream I had and made it a reality. Oh, how wonderful love is. You made a believer out of me. Yeah, yeah. You opened up my eyes, and now I see. Oh, how wonderful love is. You made a believer out of me. Yeah, yeah. Darling, in my eyes, you're all I see. Oh, how wonderful love is. You made a believer out of me. You opened up my eyes, and now I see. Oh, how wonderful love is.
Well, I got more better than I ever gave. Yes, I took more often than I had a right to take. Try to spare a dime every time they pass the plate. Still, I got more better than I ever gave. Yes, I got more better than I ever gave. This old house may not find favor, yeah, way uptown, but I got neighbors, yeah. They say hello and call me out by my name when I'm howling at the moon. Best believe to be there soon. This old 87 Datsun. My best girl there riding shotgun, yeah. Ain't much to see, but she'll get point A to B. You ain't live your best life till you're flat 35 downhill. Ooh, there it goes. Said I got more better than I ever gave. Yes, I took more often than I had a right to take. Got to spare a dime every time they pass the plate. Still, I got more better than I ever gave. Said I got more better than I ever gave. Don't know much on Casanova, but my love cup it runneth over. Yeah. No single thing that I have done to deserve a lover who still loves me when I'm on her last nerve. And all my friends go, I'm in heaven. And somehow I keep rolling sevens, y'all. And I call it luck, but it's just hard to believe that lady love would waste her time on someone like me. I took more often than I had a right to take. Tried to spare a dime every time you passed the plate. Still, I got more better than I ever gave. Yes, I got more better than I ever gave. Yes, I got more better
than I ever
not keepers, and all that's left is just reminders, love in pieces, the debris and the dust of memories that lingered so long, the heartaches that are hanging on, just wondering where it all went wrong and whether I could start anew. Oh, but I could never miss you more than I do. Loving you like this, so I could never miss you more than I do. Loving you like this, so I could never miss you more than I do. Vegas can't be choosers, and I've had my share of backing nothing but a loser. And if I search the whole world over, from pillar to post, you're the one that I need the most. If I comb this land from coast to coast, who would take the place of you? Oh, but I could never miss you more than I do. So I could never miss you more than I do. No more than I do. Loving you like this, so I could never miss you more than I do. I couldn't love you any better. I couldn't love you any more. 'Cause I spend each and every second, each and every hour, hoping you'll be.
And we made it easy for you here on Next Door Radio and nextdoorradio.com. Available now by way of the Google and Apple Store is the Next Door Radio app. Anywhere you want to go, you can take Next Door with you. All the local talk programs, all local sports, and a great mix of 70s, 80s classic rock, you can now take anywhere you want to go by download the Next Door Radio app today. Available Google and Apple stores. Sponsored by Little Caesars, located in Granville Corners in Oxford, North Carolina, home of the hot and ready pizza. We are under new ownership and black owned. Get a free Crazy Bread with the purchase of 2 pizzas Monday through Wednesday. Mention offer code #Crazy Bread Special. Call us at 919-514-1450. #Crazy Bread Special. Call us 919-514-1450. Car Lake Outfitters has you covered this holiday season with Santa-approved gifts. For the ladies, Car Lake Outfitters has the popular Lake Girl apparel, Sherpa 1/4-zip pullovers, sweatshirts, hoodies, long sleeve tees, and hats in many styles and colors. The ladies will love the Greenwich Bay soaps and lotions, especially the very comfortable Hello Mellow loungewear. For the guys, Car Lake Outfitters has the largest selection of hats in the area, with over 400 to choose from. Combat Waterfowl, Los Wando, Low Country, East Coast Waterfowl, and Raised Right, to mention a few. For anyone on your list, pick up one of the Kinga Iceless Coolers. Keeps your beverage cold for up to 7 hours with no ice. Choose from the new backpack, the pouch, 12 and 24 case mates. Let's not forget the Car Lake branded shirts, sweatshirts, mugs, and signs. Car Lake Outfitters, a fun place to shop this holiday season. Open 9 a.m. to 6 p.m. Monday through Friday, and Saturday 9 a.m. to 1 p.m. Located at 993 South Beckford Drive in Henderson at the Marketplace Shopping Center next to Postal Plus. This holiday season, shop Car Lake Outfitters, the laid-back, casual lifestyle.
It's time for the Tailgate Sword Show.
Throws it up, gives it over to the big man in Russell. Outside now. They're going to swing it left or right, lose the basketball for just a moment. Gets it inside of Bridges. He puts it up, and it's good.
and he picks it up. Gives it over to Woodall. He wants the three. It's good! 65-59, 1 minute to go. Woodall with the biggest three of the night. Rogers throws it up, and he finds a lane, and it's good. Elijah Rogers, an impressive ball player. 3:01 to go. Rodwell decides, you know what? I could do it as well. Puts it up and lays it in for two.
Heading into the conference play, we're back full strength, and we're excited. We had some players really step up in that Southern Durham game, absence of Rivers Knight and Walker Woodall, who are big-time contributors for our team. You know, Derek Ross Jr. stepped up. He had 19. And then R.J. Bridges has been playing out of this world, man. And the biggest success that I saw was Charlie Russell. Man, Charlie Russell is a 6'9" kid who has only been playing basketball 2 years, and he was able to contribute in a major way against Southern Durham with 12 points and 8 rebounds, man, and that really kind of pushed us, over the edge and helped us win that game.
What a beautiful afternoon. My name is Trace Nye. Joining me like he does every single Wednesday, Mr. Brandon White. Sir, how are you, my friend?
Oh, I'm doing pretty good, Trey. Hope you're doing good.
We like to say we're living the dream, my friend. Living the dream.
That's right.
You're tuned in to the Tailgate Sports Show live weekdays beginning at 1 p.m. here on Nextdoor Radio, nextdoorradio.com, and the Nextdoor Radio app. So we kind of look every single week. We really start our conversation off with the Carolina Panthers, home team here in the Carolinas. Of course, brand new interim coach is rocking and rolling. They're winning the last two. Sam Darnold has won his last two. This is not necessarily lighting the stat sheet up, but the biggest thing is he's not turning the ball over. They got a good win against a playoff team in Seattle. What's your first thoughts about what you saw this week against Sam Darnold?
Matt Rule could never.
Yeah.
Those are my thoughts. I mean, I know we're still far from a perfect team, but we're playing like we want to get a playoff spot. Obviously, I hate that there were so many missed opportunities earlier this year with Rule and with Wilkes, but through it all, we're still in contention, Trey. Everyone else in the NFC South is struggling right now, so it makes sense for the Panthers to pounce on the opportunity, and maybe they can win out and get in the playoffs, man.
4 more games on the regular season. Right now, it's hard to say. The Carolina Panthers are really control of their own destiny. You have a game against Tampa Bay. You got a game against Atlanta, Detroit, and Pittsburgh. We've talked back and forth by way of text. The only real tough game on the schedule remaining is Detroit. They're vying for also a playoff spot and probably the best team playing overall in the entire NFL. I don't even think I'm being dramatic when I say that. But so 4 more games, control your own destiny. They have to win all 4 to be able to get in. This past week against Seattle, the final score was 30-24. The biggest thing, you have Sam Darnold, 14 for 24, 120 yards, 1 touchdown, 0 interceptions, a QBR rating of 88.7. Deontay Foreman led the way with 74. Hubbard also has 74, but with a rushing touchdown. And out of nowhere, Blackshear from Virginia Tech came in and with the touchdown of his own with 32 rushing yards. So overall, the team itself did what they needed to do in order to really get themselves in the playoff position.
Exactly. They're running the ball. I mean, that's actually something Matt Rule wanted when he was here as the head coach. And, of course, that didn't go to plan. But along comes Wilkes, and they're running the ball. And the Panthers have a really good ground attack. I mean, Foreman, as we've talked about plenty of times, has been a breakout star for us. But I got to give credit to Chuba Hubbard. I mean, he's really played well since Steve Wilkes has taken over as head coach, and particularly when it comes to running the ball. He's not a bruiser like Foreman is, but he can carve through holes created by the offensive line. He can gain yards too. And I mean, he found the end zone on Sunday. So, and this is going to be really good because the 4 teams we're going up against to close out the year, they're not good with run defense. They're vulnerable in that regard. And if the Panthers maintain what they're doing by having Foreman and Hubbard pound the rock, I mean, there's opportunity here, Trey. The Panthers have a good chance of winning out.
So I'm pulling up the what the records are kind of across the board for the NFC. Of course, the Lions sitting there at 6-7, second in the division to the Vikings, who will easily win this game unless they have just for some reason forget how to win a football game. They're 10-3, should win that division, NFC North. We know what the Buccaneers and the Falcons are. We've already beaten both teams. We did lose to the Falcons by way of a missed field goal. So that could be we go ahead.
You mean the Saints, right? We've played the Falcons twice this year.
That's what I'm saying. We lost. We won a game against the Falcons, and we also lost a game against the Falcons. And
yeah, but you said earlier that's who we had on the schedule, but we actually have the Saints, not the Falcons.
Oh, my bad. My apologies. Yeah, you're right. But it doesn't matter. We still win them. So that's correct. Again, you're tuning in to Tailgate Sports Show here on Next Door Radio. Brandon White and Trey Snyder alongside your phone number 919-618-9258. You're correct. The Saints, the Buccaneers, the Pittsburgh Steelers, and the Detroit Lions. Out of those four teams, though, besides Detroit, and we both believe that Detroit is playing the best we've seen them in 10 years.
Probably.
And Dan Campbell, I love me some Dan Campbell.
Caldwell was there.
I love me some Dan Campbell, the head football coach there in Detroit. But besides Detroit, are you worried about any other program that we have to face off before the end of the season?
Well, I mean, I always keep an eye on the Steelers' defense because they got T.J. Watt, Cameron Hayward, Minka Fitzpatrick all on the defensive side of the ball. I mean, they're gonna make plays on Sunday. I'm expecting that. Obviously, the Lions are a concern because the offense is firing all cylinders, especially not Jameson Williams is in the lineup. I mean, he scored on Sunday. But the Saints and the Bucks, I mean, those are going to be trap games for us because we're playing on the road. Both those teams are more than likely going to be doing everything they can to fight for a playoff spot, so they're not going to be slouches. What the Panthers have to do is just be consistent, stick with what works, and just don't lose points because we know how hard it is to play in the Superdome. I mean, Tom Brady, he's probably going to be more angry than he already is, and he's going to want to light up the Panthers secondary that does have some vulnerability with Dante Jackson out for the year. But these are all winnable games. I mean, the Panthers can do this. I would not have said that a few weeks ago, but here we are now. We knocked off a top-tier defense that the Denver Broncos have, and we beat a well-rounded team altogether in the Seahawks. So I have every reason to believe we'll win Sunday. We can win the Sunday afterwards, and we can win the next two Sundays afterwards. Just everybody has to execute properly, run the ball. Darnold can't turn it over, and the defense has to make plays with guys like Brian Burns, Derek Brown, Frankie Louvu, J.C. Horn, and all of them just doing what they've been doing these past few weeks. Make plays.
The Panthers will win out if Sam Darnold continues to play the way he is playing. Like we mentioned before, not setting the world on fire by way of stats. Again, against Seattle, only 120 passing yards, 1 touchdown with a QBR rating of in the 80s. But you look at it, since he came into the league, his one problem was turning the ball over. If he does not turn the ball over and allow the run game to continue doing what they're doing and literally pounding the ball inside and then throwing it outside with Hubbard or DJ Moore, who had a really bad game. I had 6 yards on the day. So it's just one of those things. If Sam Darnold continues to play the way he is and not turns the ball over, we got an opportunity here where nobody thought where they were going to be in this position, which leads us into our next conversation. Steve Wilks, former defensive coordinator, went over to Arizona, was ousted after the 1 year. He's a part of the NFL investigation for minority coaches being hired. He's part of that mix of suing the NFL. Has he secured his head coaching gig and taken off the interim coach there for the Carolina Panthers?
Well, Steve Wilks is down in the conversation at this point. Something's terribly wrong here, Trey, because this team has been so much different with Steve Wilks calling the shots. I mean, he's like Ron Rivera in a lot of ways. Not an offensive guru, but the guys love playing for him. You see it in the locker room. You see it out on the field. Steve Wilks is more than worthy of being a head coach in this league. And if there's any form of justice in this world, he will be the head coach of the Carolina Panthers in 2023 with the players of his choosing. I hope Tepper lets him build the roster he wants to. Whether Sam Darnold is a part of that, we don't know. He's a free agent after this year. Obviously, Darnold should be a candidate if he keeps playing the way he has the past couple weeks. But I want to see a full year under Steve Wilkes with his quarterback, with his receivers, with the defenders he likes, and see if we could take what we've accomplished this year and build off of it from there.
It's going to be interesting. And like you mentioned before, he has deserved at least one more year. And if he finishes and makes the playoffs this year, you're looking at another 5-year deal for Coach Wilkes of the Carolina Panthers. We know David Tepper loves to give out those long-term head coaching jobs, contracts. So, but it's going to be interesting. Sam Darnold, if he wins the last 4 games of the regular season after being hurt, after having a really bad year last year, after being traded from the New York Jets, you look at it as there's no reason why we shouldn't bring him back or sign him up for one more year, trade him away, and get you a draft pick or at least get your draft pick back. And so there's no reason why if he says, hey, I really like it here. And he said it in the press, in the media, that he loves being in Charlotte. So he can really get a hometown discount. He could be able to say, you know what, we have unfinished business. Let me come back on the cheap. I could see that happening. And because, of course, we have a couple big-time draftees coming out of the NFL draft coming up this year. So we're talking about from Ohio State. We're talking about from Tennessee. There's all sorts of different names that we can kind of pinpoint. But I could see Sam Darnold coming back for at least one more year.
Well, he's just got to keep playing the way he is, Trey. If he starts turning the ball over again, we got to look elsewhere.
Yeah, exactly right. All right, my friend, it's time to roll down our prediction time here on our Tailgate Sports Show like we do every single Wednesday to get you prepared for the Thursday night matchup, which is a game that the Carolina Panthers just beat. See, the Seahawks sitting at 7-6, and the 49ers, who are down to their third string, the final pick of the last year's NFL draft, Purdy, they're sitting at 9-4. This Thursday night game, 8:15 p.m. Who do you got?
I'll tell you what, Trey, in some ways, Brock Purdy looks a little bit better than Jimmy Garoppolo. I mean, he's actually taking shots down the field, and some of them have worked. I mean, he had a couple deep ball touchdown passes against the Buccaneers on Sunday. And the Seahawks are reeling right now. They look a little bit more rough around the edges compared to where we saw them in recent weeks. And the 49ers, I mean, they're rolling. They've got the best defense in the NFL. They probably got the most explosive offense in the NFL, even without Deebo Samuel. Frankly, Trey, I think the 49ers get themselves another win, and Brock Purdy remains the man. Give me the 49ers.
I like the 49ers. Obviously, we know what Christian McCaffrey is and what he can do. But I can see where, Geno Smith has been a tremendous quarterback. He had 3 touchdowns against Carolina Panthers against a really stout defense there in Carolina. Of course, he had 2 interceptions as well. That was his first 2-interception game since 2015. Hard to believe. So it's going to be interesting.
What we did on Sunday.
Exactly right. So I do have the 49ers winning this game. They are the better team in this scenario. Which would be if the 49ers win, the Seahawks are out of the playoffs if it started the next day. It started on Friday. So I'm going for the 49ers. Only the reason why, because I would love to see the Carolina Panthers make it into the playoffs here. But I am going for the 49ers. They are the better team. I'm looking forward to see what Purdy does. He had 120, 135 yards on the day last week. So he's not necessarily lighting up the scoreboard once again, but it is what it is. You don't turn the ball over, and your team loves you.
Well, Jimmy G never lit up the scoreboard either, but the 49ers always remain strong.
And they're still winning. That's exactly right.
Something similar. And Purdy's actually fighting an oblique injury right now. So if Josh Johnson were to go, and Josh Johnson is the definition of a journeyman quarterback who's familiar with Shanahan's system, even then, I don't think they miss all that much of a beat because of who they could throw to. So that's why I think the 49ers are a Super Bowl favorite, because they literally have so much at their disposal.
I like it. Again, I like the 49ers in this matchup as well as you there. The first matchup on Saturday, December 17th, in our couple Saturday games to kind of rock and roll. We had a full weekend of football this weekend. 1 o'clock on Saturday, December 17th, the Colts and the Vikings. Again, the Colts are playing good football.
They are, but I mean, they look a little disheveled, if I'm being honest. I mean, they absolutely fell apart in the second half of that Cowboys game. And I think that really just speaks to how disorganized everything is with the organization. I mean, I know Jeff Saturday, he's trying his best. But, I mean, the Vikings, they've been good all year. I know they're coming off a loss to the Lions, but they have the offensive firepower, and they have a pretty good defense too. So I'll make this quick. I like Jeff Saturday. I think he needs, if he does come back next year, there needs to be more going on with the Colts on both sides of the ball. It's going to be enough tough outing for him. So I'm taking the Vikings.
Yeah, again, the Vikings are just a better team. If they can stop playing down to their opponents, then they should be able to win this ball game. But I don't put anything past the Colts. I do have the Vikings winning. I love me some Kirk Cousins. I think if you listen to our program, you know that. I do have the Vikings. They're a better team, a better running attack, and a better weapons on the outside. And they have Kirk Cousins. So, and with the Colts having Matty Ice, who is extremely on the downslide, I like the Vikings in this matchup. Deshaun Watson, the Browns, who can't get out of his own way, doesn't know how to complete a pass. I'm interested to see what he does next year because the Browns are going nowhere. They're facing off a team against the Ravens, who Lamar Jackson is still out as of right now. They play at 4:30 p.m. on Saturday. The Ravens, the Browns. Who you got?
Well, you know me, Trey. I don't like talking about Deshaun Watson. And clearly, he looks like someone who has not played football in 2 years. So, but with that being said, he did finally throw a touchdown pass on Sunday. So he is starting to get into that rhythm a little bit. And we know Kevin Stefanski, he's a pretty good offensive mind. I mean, he made Jacoby Brissett look like a top 10 quarterback for most of the season. I mean, a big props to him and Jacoby on that. I feel like if Lamar Jackson was playing, the Ravens would win this game because Jackson is capable of knifing through that Swiss cheese secondary the Browns got. But Tyler Huntley, by all indications, is going to be back under center on Saturday night. And while Huntley can run the ball, he's not really much of a passer. So I'm going to go with a little bit of upset here. Like I said, do not like Watson. He should not be in the NFL. But I think he finds a little bit more of his comfort zone, and he guides the Browns to victory on Saturday.
Yeah, they're just Pleak, and Huntley is not a starting quarterback in the NFL. With the Browns having Deshaun Watson, who has been great in his career, MVP caliber year. And again, as a football player, the Browns are a better team right now. So, and that's hard to say because the Ravens are struggling on all aspects of the conversation of football. So I do have the Browns winning. I think they are a better team in this predicament. In our prediction here, I do have the Browns winning this matchup as well. The Dolphins and the Bills. This is going to be a tremendous ball game. The Bills, of course, sitting at 10-3, are not necessarily the high-powered offense that we thought they would be this year. Still 10-3, but the Dolphins, who Hill is kind of trying to stay off the injury report with his ankle. They sit at 8-5. What are you thinking?
Well, Tua's coming off his worst game of the year. I mean, he was missing passes left and right against the Chargers. That was in a game that the Dolphins honestly should have won because the Chargers have been bad across the board. I mean, granted, I know they have Justin Herbert, but still, very disappointing outing for the Dolphins. And they're going up to the frigid north that is Buffalo, New York, and I don't really see them doing all that much better. I mean, maybe Tua has a little bit of a better game, but the temperatures are going to be frigid cold that night. I mean, everyone who's on that Buffalo roster is adapted to playing in ice cold temperatures at this point. I think the downside for the Dolphins continues, and Buffalo comes out with a big win on Saturday night.
I don't know if it's going to be a big. I do have the Bills winning this game. They are Josh Allen's just a better quarterback, but I think this is going to be a 10-point game swing for the Bills. So I do have the Bills winning, but I don't know if it's necessarily it's going to be a big time win, but a win is a win. So I do have the Bills winning this ball game. Sunday, the Saints and the Falcons, two divisional opponents going up against each other. Of course, we need the Saints to win this ball game, but 5-8 for the Falcons, Saints 4-9. This will be Desmond Ritter's from Cincinnati's first start of his career. Tell me what you think about this one.
Well, I'm real curious to see how Desmond Ridder does under center. I mean, he was a great quarterback for the Cincinnati Bearcats in college. Almost got into the Heisman conversation during his last year there. Clearly, I think the Falcons think very highly of Desmond Ridder. I mean, obviously, he had some struggles to shake off in the preseason. But Ritter's got some stuff around him he can work with. I mean, he's got Cordero Patterson in the backfield. I mean, Drake London is probably going to be a number one receiver in the NFL someday. I would think that's who Ridder would want to feed the ball to in the passing game. But on the other side of the ball, I mean, the Saints, they've been struggling. They flat out choked a game away against the Buccaneers a couple weeks ago. And frankly, I think the Saints' downslide continues. I mean, they're banged up on both sides of the ball. And I know Andy Dalton's really trying his best, but there's really nothing around him for him to work with. So I'm going a little bit bold here, Trey. I think the Falcons, they eke out a victory in Desmond Ritter's first start.
I'm thinking it's a 3-win or a 3-point game for the Falcons as well. It's going to be extremely boring game. Let's be honest. That's a Fox game, and it is what it is. But I do have Falcons winning. Neither one of these teams are going anywhere fast. Don't like what they're doing on the offense or the defense side of things, both giving up right at 30 points a game. So I have the Falcons winning, but I would like the Saints to win. But I do have the Falcons winning this ball game, and I only think it's going to be about 3 over the Saints. All right, here we go. The Steelers and the Panthers, both teams needing a win to stay in the playoff hunt. What are we thinking?
Well, I mean, Kenny Pickett's in the concussion protocol right now. We don't know if he's going to get cleared for this game. And if he doesn't, I mean, Trubisky, he's a little bit shaky at the quarterback position. Tossed 3 interceptions against the Ravens on Sunday. And then you're coming off you got the Panthers who are coming off another win. They, objectively speaking, they look like they have found some momentum. And I think that carries over into Sunday, Trey. I think the Panthers improved to 6-8 with a win over the Steelers.
I also believe the Panthers improved to 6-8 because, and if Pickett was here, I do think the Steelers had a better chance against the Panthers. But like you mentioned, they are firing all different cylinders on offense, on defense, and it's going to be interesting to see how that goes. But I do have the Panthers winning this ball game. Next 2 matchups, we'll go ahead and get past this: the Eagles and the Bears, the Chiefs and the Texans. I think we know what both of these squads are going to do. Am I speaking out of turn, my friend?
Well, I mean, Eagles are the best team in the NFL right now. They got a great offense, a great defense, playmakers on both sides of the ball. I think Justin Fields will get them a couple touchdowns on Sunday, but this is going to be Eagles. And then the Chiefs and Texans, I mean, I know Mahomes is coming off an inconsistent game, and the Texans are coming off a great game. But it's going to be status quo. Yeah. Chiefs are going to beat the Texans. And I think they get them by a couple touchdowns.
Yeah, I think both of these teams are poised to do what they need to do to pull out a win. This next matchup, really the next 2, I'm very intrigued by. The Cowboys and the Jaguars, the Lions and the Jets. We'll go with the Cowboys and the Jaguars first. I love me some Trevor Lawrence, how he's playing. And I think this Jaguars team is a lot better than what the Cowboys are playing, even though the Cowboys are 10-3, going to be having a playoff spot. But the Cowboys, like we mentioned before, they like to play down to their competition. But the problem is the Jaguars are playing really good football right now.
They are. And I think once Trevor Lawrence really found his stride and shook off, playing for a year under Urban Meyer, I mean, he's looked like the number 1 pick in the NFL draft. I mean, he's been flat out balling out, Trey. And the Jaguars, I mean, they've been elevated as a result of that. I mean, the Cowboys, I don't know what the heck happened with them on Sunday. That was almost a really bad loss that could have derailed their entire season. But they got out of it. They got another win. And we know the Cowboys, they can be a great team when they want to be. They decided not to be a great team on Sunday. It nearly cost them. But I think momentum is favoring Jacksonville right now. And it all stems from who they have under center. And that's a guy who I think by this time next year, we'll be talking about as one of the elite quarterbacks in the NFL. And hopefully Trent Baalke actually gets him some help over the offseason in the draft and free agency to make the Jaguars look like a competent team all around. They got flaws, but Lawrence is disguising them right now. And I think we're going to see Jacksonville pull out the win on Sunday. So give me the Jaguars over the
Yep,
Cowboys.
I agree with you. The Jaguars, ETN, if he can stay healthy, he'll be just fine. Trevor Lawrence is playing like the number 1 overall draft pick, like you mentioned. They've got some playmakers on the outside. The Cowboys, although playing, I'm not a big fan of what Prescott is doing right now, but you still have the running back situation is Elliott and Pollard, who playing really good football. So it's going to be a tough matchup. I do have the Jaguars squeaking this one out as well. Another close game at 1 o'clock on Sunday, but the Jaguars will pull out this win. The next game, the Lions and the Jets. The Jets have to win this ball game to remain in the playoff hunt, but here comes the Lions, who we talked a little bit about it, playing the best football in all of the NFL right now, in my opinion.
Well, we got probably one of the most high-powered offenses in the NFL going up against probably one of the best defenses in the NFL. I mean, Robert Saleh, he's very defensive-minded. I mean, he had some really great units when he was with the 49ers as their defensive coordinator. But the Lions, I mean, they really found something, Trey. I mean, Jared Goff, I mean, he's really thriving with the people he has around him in Amon-Ra St. Brown, DJ Chark, and now Jameson Williams. And plus, the backfield ain't too bad either with DeAndre Swift and Jamal Williams. I think this might be one of the better games on Sunday, Trey, because the Jets, while offense isn't a strength, they have playmakers on that side of the field. And the Lions, they can do some damage on defense, but they're not really known as a defensive-minded team. It's going to be very close, but I think defense wins out here. So I'm going to take the Jets over the Lions on this one.
Oh, the Jets over the Lions. Well, I'm gonna have the Lions winning this ball game because they're ranked number 1, or I'll say number 2 in the NFL in scoring points. Jared Goff has done what he needed to do to remain a starting quarterback in this league, especially for next year. They do have the Lions drafting a quarterback this coming up NFL draft, but I don't think you have to. I think Goff is playing what you're doing is working. So.
Right, but that Jets secondary is a nightmare, though.
Yeah.
I mean, Sauce Gardner is probably going to earn an All-Pro nod in his first year as a pro. I mean, he is a shutdown corner. So Goff, my advice to Goff: don't throw his way.
Yeah, stay away from
the other quarterbacks. But even then, they aren't slouches either.
Yep.
So you might want to check it down a little bit.
Exactly. No, I agree with you, but I like what the kind of moxie that the Lions have right now. They're in Detroit, so I do have the Detroit Lions winning this ball game. I think the running back, the wide receivers there in Detroit are they found something, just like the Panthers. What we talked a little bit earlier, they found something and it's working. So I do have the Lions winning this ball game. This is going to be just a terrible game, and I hate saying it because we are live radio. You're tuned in to Tailgate Sports Show, but the Cardinals and the Broncos both teams are potentially out of their starting quarterback. We know Murray is gone for the year after tearing his ACL, but we don't know what Russell Wilson is going to be doing. He's questionable right now. He's in a concussion protocol. So I don't know. I have the Broncos winning this game because I don't think Cardinals are very good. They played really well last week in the Broncos. So I have the Broncos winning this ball game. What do you think?
The only reason I'm going with the Cardinals here is because their offense functions a little bit better without their starting quarterback. I mean, granted, the Broncos offense didn't really function that well with Russell Wilson to begin with, but Colt McCoy can at least move the ball down the field, and I think that's really what's going to be the difference here. I'm going to say Cardinals, but the final score is going to be like 10-9 or something like that.
Oh my gosh, what a terrible game! That's just what I thought about when. During the preseason with Fields and the Chicago team, it was just atrocious. I do have the Broncos. You have the Cardinals. We'll kind of see, and we'll just kind of follow up this on next week because this is just not going to be a very watchable game. I think there's going to be a few turnovers here and there moving forward. The Patriots and the Raiders. I have the Patriots winning this ball game. We're running out of time, so we'll do this a little quickly. The Patriots and the Raiders. I have the Patriots winning this ball game.
All right, since we are going a little bit quicker, the Raiders have played a little bit better in recent weeks, but that loss to the Rams is going to haunt them for the rest of the season, especially since Baker Mayfield only had one day to learn the playbook. Yeah. Patriots, I mean, they're a mess all around. I mean, their defense is good, but offensively, they're really having trouble figuring some things out. But with that being said, it looked like Mac Jones has started to play a little bit better in recent weeks, so I think the Patriots get this one too.
He's so extremely upset with the Patriots that he's now calling out and telling I'm going to run my own plays here in the New England. So
that's good leadership, though.
yeah, look, I'm all for it. If you know your coach sucks at his job, even though because he should not be in that position, and you take things in your own hands, I think it's fantastic to a certain point. But the Patriots, they're just a better team right now. The Titans and the Chargers fighting for their life as well in the playoffs. The Titans are on a downfall. Who do you got?
Tough one to call here because the Titans' offense has sputtered in recent weeks, even with Derrick Henry, and their defense fell apart against Trevor Lawrence on Sunday. And I think you might see something similar with them. Justin Herbert, I mean, he can ball out whenever he wants to. I think he's kind of held back by the play calling just a bit, but I still think he's one of the better quarterbacks in the NFL, kind of like where Lawrence is. So we're probably going to see something similar on Sunday, Trey. I think the Chargers get the Titans here.
Yep, I think the Chargers win. I'm a big fan of what Herbert is. I don't like their coach and Staley because I think they're, like you mentioned, holding him back. And I don't think if they miss the playoffs once again, I do think he'll be potentially gone at the end of the season. The Bengals and the Buccaneers. Bengals, they're Joe Burrow. What can you say more about Joe Burrow? I have the Bengals winning this game.
Yeah, Bengals have they found something. I know they started off the year kind of rough, but they've been 9-2 since week 3. I mean, obviously one of the best teams in the NFL all around. I mean, they got their big run stuffer DJ Reader back on defense, even though I know that they just lost Trey Henderson for a brief period of time. But offensively, that's their bread and butter. So many people Burrow can work with, and even when a couple of them are down, he's still one of the best at what he does. So give me the Bengals over the Bucs. I think we're going to see 3 6-8 teams in the NFC South by the time Sunday's all said and done, Trey.
Let's roll, baby. Let's roll. I think again the Buccaneers are just a old bad team, and we are almost certain that good old Tom Brady will not be a Buccaneer next year because why would he? The Giants and the Commanders. Commanders playing some good football right now. I have the Commanders over the Giants. Giants we don't know what team is going to show up, or we're going to show up. The team that shows up gives up 50 points against the Commanders, or are we going to see Daniel Jones kind of finally do something without turning the ball over? I have the Commanders winning this game. I think they're playing really good football enough to they beat the best team in the NFL in the Eagles. I like Washington in this game.
Well, I mean, the chaotic prediction would be just to say they're going to tie again.
Yeah, unbelievable.
But I don't think that's going to happen this time around. What I'm seeing out of the Giants, that it looks like the lack of talent that's on that team is unfortunately starting to catch up with them a little bit. I mean, the injuries are adding up. I mean, defenses are kind of containing Daniel Jones now. But I mean, still, regardless of how this year turns out for the Giants, Brian Dabble deserves praise for at least getting them into playoff contention. I think we're close to the end of the road there. And the Commanders, I mean, they look decent. I mean, Heineke is someone what he lacks in skill, he makes up in passion, because that offense has thrived ever since he's come back into the game, and the defense has played some pretty good ball too. So I think the Commanders take this one, Trey.
I like the Commanders. The Giants they just don't have anybody really to work with, and huge shout out to what the head football coach of the ball is doing there in the Giants. But I do have the Commanders winning this game. It should not be a tie. And if they go into a tie one more, the NFL needs to do something about this stupid tiebreaker crap. Last game we're going to discuss, and we'll call it a quits today. The Rams and the Packers. The Packers coming off of a bye. Hopefully, they will do what they need to do and show up like they're supposed to against a Rams team that, again, we don't know what we're going to be getting out of good old Baker Mayfield there.
Well, I mean, Baker Mayfield and his Sean McVay offense, I mean, looked pretty good on Thursday night. I know it took him a little bit, but the fact that he led a 98-yard game-winning drive, I mean, after only learning the playbook for one day, I mean, that's worthy of praise. I'm curious to see how he does against the Packers, because I think the Packers are a better team than the Raiders in a lot of ways. I mean, obviously they got Aaron Rodgers, even though he's struggling. But you know what, Trey? I'm going to go a little bit bold here. I think the Rams keep up the momentum. The Packers are going to keep struggling. because I mean the Rams they do have playmakers on both sides of the ball. The offensive line's obviously shaky for the Rams, but that's my upset of the week, Trey. I'm taking the Rams over the Packers.
I just don't think the Rams are very good. I like the Packers in this game. I think Aaron Rodgers, after a bye, he has time to have a week of doing nothing and doing something else besides football, because you know he probably wasn't at practice all week. I do have the Packers winning this game. I love Watson, their rookie wide receiver, and I hope he balls out because he's on my fantasy team. We made the playoffs, so I'm going for the Packers here. That's it, my friend. I appreciate you. Have a fantastic week. Enjoy football tomorrow night. The San Francisco 49ers and Seahawks. This can be a tale of who is Seattle going to remain in the playoff contention, but we'll find out tomorrow. Brandon White, appreciate you, my friend.
No problem, Trey. Take it easy now.
All right, take care. Again, my name is Trey Schnott. He is Brandon White. Until next time, this is the Tailgate Sports Show. Our phone line today was brought to you by Car Lake Outfitters, located in Henderson, North Carolina, 919-618-9258. I'll see you tomorrow. Scotty Richardson, the athletic director and head men's basketball coach of Crossroad Christian, will be joining us live at 1 p.m. We'll see you.